This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Soap Lake residents are only allowed to light off fireworks at Smokeyam Park this 4th of July after the city banned fireworks within the city limits.
Washington's 8th District U.S. Representative Kim Schreier made a special visit to Lewis and Clark Elementary School in Wenatchee on Friday.
Frost and fearsome heat seem to have slowed the Wenatchee Valley pear crop for this season.
It's summer baseball season, and the Columbia Basin River Dogs are ready to roll.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
Soap Lake residents are only allowed to light off fireworks at Smokeyam Park this 4th of July after the city banned fireworks within the city limits. The City Council approved the request made by Grant County Fire District 7 Chief Kirk Shepard during their meeting Wednesday evening. Chief Shepard noted Grant County is already experiencing extreme fire danger and dry conditions, as evident in the nearly 19,000-acre 243 fire in South Grant County. Shepard said there has already been a number of brush fires in the Soap Lake area this year, and the move to limit firework use to the park was a matter of public safety. Shepard said Grant County Fire District 7 responds to a handful of outside fires every year in Soap Lake on July 4th. While temperatures are forecasted to remain in the mid-70s through Sunday, the heat is expected to return to the upper 80s and mid-90s through the rest of June, and Shepard said conditions will continue to be drier as the July 4th holiday approaches. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Washington's 8th District U.S. Representative Kim Schreier made a special visit to Lewis and Clark Elementary School in Wenatchee on Friday. Congresswoman Schreier last visited the valley back in late April when she gave an address at Westside High. That same week, Lewis and Clark Principal Alfonso Lopez was awarded with the distinction of Washington State Elementary Principal of the Year. And today, the two met face-to-face after an invitation by Lopez to visit his school when Schreier phoned him to say congratulations. The Congresswoman's stop at Lewis and Clark lasted for over an hour and began with a brief sit-down with Lopez and a couple of his students and staff to discuss the importance of the school's bilingual curriculums.
The time that is devoted for academics is divided also, one part in Spanish, one part in English. But we believe that this program worth it, these kids worth it, because obviously that is going to prepare them better.
I think you'll be competing at a higher level because not that many people are bilingual. And I can tell you that it's been helpful for me to speak Spanish. So I think it gives you an edge.
What a model. I mean, to have a bilingual school, that is such a gift to these students. And so it's really a pleasure to come and see how the federal dollars that we spend in Washington, D.C. come and help kids here, like with school lunches and enriched programming and summer programs. So I'm thrilled to be here.
It means a lot for our school, especially. I like people like her to know that in schools we do a lot of things and we have different programs as well. And in this school, obviously, we teach in 2 languages, and I wanted her to be aware of that part. And I'm so pleased to hear that these skills, the bilingual skills, are used for her. She speaks English and Spanish, and that shows that speaking 2 languages is powerful.
From there, Schreier had a chance to introduce herself to the students at Lewis and Clark by visiting several classrooms, including one where an all-Spanish-speaking course was in progress, which allowed her to flex her own level of fluency in the second language.
No estaba recordando el español una vez que estaba aprendiendo portugués, así que solo los dos saben.
The Congresswoman also got to see the school's library and fielded plenty of student questions along the way, including during their lunchtime in the Lewis and Clark cafeteria.
When they get good nutrition, they do well in school. And this is a sharp bunch of kids. They ask great questions today in the classrooms and just now in the lunchroom. So that tells me that what my priorities are there, and making sure that we don't just feed kids, we really nourish them, will help them get a great start.
Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
Frost and fearsome heat seem to have slowed the Wenatchee Valley pear crop for this season. The Capital Press reports Wenatchee will likely fall to second place among the Northwest's 4 key pear-growing regions, shipping just 7 million boxes this year, compared to 8.3 million in 2018. Growers say it's the result of several factors, including sustained high heat in the summer of 2017 and a mild winter spell followed by very cold temperatures this past February. The Mid-Columbia zone will likely lead pear shippers with 7.5 million boxes. Expect 2 million boxes from growers in the Yakima Valley and just 557,000 from northern Oregon. All told, that's 17 million boxes of pears from a region that last year shipped a record 20 million. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
It's summer baseball season, and the Columbia Basin River Dogs are ready to roll. Since the first scheduled tournament in Edmonds was cut, the River Dogs get to start competitive play at home in Ephrata this weekend for the High Desert Classic. The tournament will be one of 3 High Desert Classics that the River Dogs will host, with the next one coming next weekend and the third one taking place the week before the Babe Ruth State Championship. This weekend, the High Desert Classic will see 8 different teams battle for dominance. The River Dogs bring 2 teams to the table, as do the Diamond Jacks, who come from Kent. The Federal Way Knights, RSP, Hanford Flames, and Spokane Crew round out the other 4 teams. The games will run from Friday to Saturday, and most will be on either the Ephrata JV field or Johnson O'Brien Stadium. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.